Mistakes don't feel as punishing. They have a bit more runway in these best of threes. It's where Liquid are going to have to do their best work.
Yeah, I'm believing in it right now, but this is going to be an interesting stylistic test against the Tailoo, who are looking to redeem themselves after some weak BO1s, maybe showing some more in the map pool here. Going straight into a pistol round. Liquid get a nice wide plant that can't be denied, and Tailoo have no kit for this retake. Good bit of utility to block Liquid out, but no, it's a wise decision to stay on default to give Liquid some staging in this post plant.
Smoke to block off Cave, and with 3 players in there for Liquid, Nerds is fighting all on his lonesome. Gets out with 1, but now he's darted into the cave as well. They're all trapped behind this smoke. This could be a big problem. Defuse being held. It's the 10-second stick. Liquid come barreling through, but no kills found. And Defuse snatched. Tailoo with an unsuspecting pistol round win.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale.
But Liquid still want to fight forward. Smoke draws them back. That's what Liquid want as they front cave.
There's an opening, but Mercury ready to stop the spillover. Takes it one step further even, and ends up being a clean round thus far for Tailoo. Ultimate not ready for a second player in at the site. Mercury puts on a clinic.
Traded kills or traded deaths in this tournament. They're second lowest of all teams in both categories. Maybe coming just off the back of having 2 really one-sided BO1s go against them, but even that match v MIBR maybe got a little bit too scrappy towards the end. Tailoo will bring the heat in this gun round, running down the ramp.
Oh, Liege spammed to death, and Messiah only just going to get out of there in time. Content with the 4-on-4 and the damage that's been inflicted here. They feel like they've controlled the early round enough. It's Midlurk looking to get shut down. Naf and Nerds trying to move in, and it's just Nafly now. Well, head for the hills, keeps this in a 3-on-3, doesn't allow that trade to come in middle. Messiah, 2 players about to come his way, deals with the first cleanly, Shuey mopped up, and this is now a tall order for Ultimate and Nafly. They know about Naf on this wrap round, so they're ready for him in at the doorway. Could just get locked out here, and if Ultimate falls, that's a big problem. Naf is out of the round, he's got no part to play. So Tailoo keep this flawless off the rip, 4-0.
Could have gone for Molly on the bottom, actually. Could not have seen him win a round like that before, but
and even now in this round, it's like you kind of just have to contact play this. You don't have util to get the ball rolling. You won't be able to nullify any of these positions. Mercury. Sleeping out towards ramp, still good for another before he gets silenced. It feels criminal that he gets away with as much. Good stuff for Nerds to put this down and stop it from getting weird.
Especially in these BO3s, where your map will be tested. Instant lineup here from Ultimate to just storm this B site. What a rush here from Liquid.
Yeah, Molly's fallen a little shallow though. Messiah allowed to hang out as a result. Got to peek on his own timing out from behind the default position, and here's Mercury slowing the roll of Team Liquid. The captain's got the team on his back right now, been doing a fantastic job at stopping these B plays before they even get going. That bomb not yet planted. One of Ultimate or Naf have to go back to do it, and this late in the round with smoke starting to fade, you might be left scrapping till the round is over.
Great flash
on long to tee up Nafly. Does he have any more left in him? Yes, he does. Naf on for a multi-kill of his own. And it's just G in the picture now for Tailoo.
They don't know.
There's the first, G closing in. That gets Naf off of this bomb plant, and he tries to answer it with the swing. G makes him regret it, and look at that. He is stone cold after that clutch.
Liquid still bringing some pace here in these early rounds, though. Nerds will get straight out middle. Pre-fire, got to be careful. Nerds back in red room, home sweet home. Mercury getting baited for right now. It will work wonderfully. No way he gets out.
Dude, I mean, this duo over towards B has been absolutely ruining the game plan for Liquid. 20 kills between your two B-side players in a game that has been dominated by B hits. Individuals on TYLOO certainly looking good to open things up. So a change of direction here from the Liquid squad. They've been obsessed with B. They're going to try and look further afield now with a late play out through the donut. Attackers getting ahead of this, and G's providing all the info on the back of a ramp push. So TYLOO are one step ahead of this exec.
Attacker's had a series of poor performances in the TYLOO jersey. Can he do anything here in this site? That's a big opening kill, forcing his way back in, trying to set his team up for trades, but Liquid hit hard. Ultimate triple kill. Everyone's had their moment here for Liquid. Will it be one that's capitalized upon with a round victory? G1v2 again. No AWP. Sneaks in. Elige makes a step. G's hounding him down, but Elige holds the line. And Liquid find a second round.
Yeah, important to convert on this one, right?
Longing out against MIBR. Coming back against TYLOO now. And a hearty half building on this T side. Oof, Mercury spammed on Heaven. Coming through the cave. It should just go.
Contact walk up round G, full blind. Well, hold on for one. Now he's got support. Mosaic plays through the smoke, catches Shui unawares. Round stalls out for Liquid. They might have to explore other avenues here. Naf trying to cross with the bomb is not without risks. Attacker could drop it right now, but Naf, good for that. Keeps this one even in a 3-on-3, and now he even gets to don the AWP.
He's handy on the AWP. This should be a contingency Liquid are ready for. There's a lot of spots to watch as they put this bomb down.
Yeah, with Naf low, it becomes a little bit harder, right? Nerds is at least hanging around and providing cover from main. They fire off from CT, hoping that that gives Jamyoung an element of surprise. Nerds never let off the angle, but Jamyoung breaks through. Problem. Smoke in the way. Tap on that bomb. They still don't know whether or not it's the commit, so Ultimate feels like he has to spam. It's down to Naf to try and seal the deal in this 1v1. Orb shot's close, but just off the mark, and defuse being held. Naf doesn't expect this. Doesn't prepare for the 10-second stick. 2 bullets seals the fate, and Naf with that clutch ties up this game for Liquid.
Held onto it for the final couple of seconds. Odds restored to Liquid's favor as they started in the series. TYLOO slow down. This is still a scary situation for Liquid right now.
Should we trying to run a bit of a B fake, lobbing in some util and flashes, but I don't think it should really shuffle the defense too much. TYLOO have lent into it surprisingly hard.
Here they come.
Jamyoung at least gets back into the site now. But needs to just buy some time for his teammates who are all here and can lend a helping hand. Mercury with that swing extends this advantage for TYLOO, and with Ultimate missing that shot, this backstab won't come in. You've just got to battle forward, out of donut, out of ammo. Ultimate 1-on-3 and just doesn't have the time to win this, so surprising round for TYLOO to pick up, but
TYLOO get it done with low economy and propel themselves to perhaps a winning half. Breaking Liquid on their 4-round streak.
Clash out here in mid, and Mercury lines up a double.
It's been a monster.
Looking again curiously up through the ramp. Ali's just going to walk in on a contact fight. He's got Naf alongside him. His contact plays, TYLOO have seen them a bunch. They hear the footsteps now. Messiah. Bit of harassment to the player crossing into the site. Going to catch the Elige back turn. Bit of a question mark on that death. A weird one to give away. And here's the backstab of Mercury arriving to rub salt in the wound. TYLOO will go on. They stop that streak and they put in a winning half with Mercury helming the ship in more ways than one.
They could have been on the complete other end of that stick. Ooh. Jamyoung avoids a smoke kill, but through the donut smoke, he finds a leash. Not a bullet connects. Jamyoung doubles up. From bottom of the board, recovers in this pistol to fake out for a B hit. TYLOO still lose lives in this site. Bomb's not yet planted. Naf can't stop it. And attacker's up close. He's used to isolate the fight. Good Molotov, but G fights on. 2v2 here. Liquid just running amok with no kit. They need this one quick, and G sends them back to spawn.
I don't want to say afford to go quiet, but you'd expect it more so. For example, Shuey having 2 kills, it's been about what he's brought to the table in these games at the Major. But Elige is not one of those names. No. This guy has to perform.
It's the fire starter of Liquid. 5v4, it's a misread smoke that does cost Mercury his life. I don't think the captain will be happy with whoever threw that, but TYLOO still get the A site nonetheless. Getting a bomb plant is a different question as smoke spam comes in. TYLOO still look to plug it down. Denied off of the spam. G, don't know if he'll get another chance, especially not with Jamyoung noticed in middle. Liquid can keep the pressure on to this one bomb player. 2 low health T's remain for TYLOO. Liquid have no excuse.
G getting run at from all sides. Can't be expected to deliver low on health, put in a box, and a welcome multi-kill from Elige to slow the roll of TYLOO. Still 3 strong on this side of the map, and eventually you might kind of feel the urge to go for a bit of a peek as a result, and it's right as they do that TYLOO were trying to move in. Good response for Ultimate here, who's a welcome addition to the scoreboard. But more might be required. Shuey getting pressured back in the cave, decides to give it up.
Oh no, rotate to be cut down here. Jamyoung, perfect position. Gets the result. They know there's 2B as well, so TYLOO don't have to commit, but there's 15 seconds, so they just go on in. Shuey caught looking both ways in the open, dead after 1, and Elige, you wanted more. Well, it's now or never in this CT side because TYLOO put the bomb down and look for double digits.
Kid's right there, so he can buy himself an extra few more seconds. But G's already on this angle. G's on the line, and that orb nails it.
G hasn't missed a shot in this game, it doesn't feel like. Only Nerds in Red Room playing 50-50 as Liquid try and take space. They're already going to lose the timing. They've missed this entirely. TYLOO getting closer and closer on this A hit. Jamyoung has got Nerds easily, yet again. And okay, the flank timing is good for Liquid, but that's all it is. No one in the site to buy time. Nice kill for Ultimate. As the penny drops, TYLOO speed up into this empty site.
Bomb has been planted.
They should exit all together. This is already looking like a dead attacker.
Other players were coming this way as well. They were going to try and exit main. I mean,
yeah, you're screwed.
Might even lose players to the bomb here. That thing goes off and Messiah falls as well. So a lot of casualties there, an expensive round. That's exactly what Team Liquid wanted to do. They force as many deaths as they can.
Fake A-rush.
Yeah, bomb's waiting outside of B. I mean, they're trying to run what Liquid looked to do to them towards the end of that first half. This fake A hit to try and draw rotates out of position. But Liquid haven't fallen for it.
Yeah, no one even moved.
They stopped the spillover of attacker, and now it's silent over towards A. If anything, it might become clear what the goal was. Gonna force a change of plans out of TYLOO. This is where you stand to gain from that hunt at the end of the last round. Good kills out here towards Cave. G and Mosiah dealt with on the other side of the map, and the bomb was here as well, so there's no one within range to even pick that up for TYLOO.
And now those money issues we talked about rear their head here as Liquid cycle the weapons out of position. They throw the AWP away. 7 rounds in a row needed. There's the first.
Counter-terrorists win.
Big question mark is just getting a liege activated and comfortable on Ancient.
G is outside B throwing nades. He doesn't have a gun. He doesn't even have a pistol. He's left it back in spawn. So that's going to completely change the timing of whatever round they're calling. Quick switch for a liege. He's in his head now. Double kill as Jamyoung runs through the smoke. Forget G's lack of gun because they've got a double entry.
Ultimate hits one, but so much more is required here. Roland with a second. They're still closing in, and that AWP is removed. Nafly trying to be the difference maker. Pace can slow down a little here as Shuey has G trapped behind enemy lines. It's a Glock. Shuey has struggled immensely in this game. There's no getting away from it, but that is unforgivable. Bomb now planted, and it's going to fall to Naf in this clutch.
G had no gun.
Naf moves in. You can't believe it's come to this. TYLOO were working with next to nothing in this round. And unless Naf can dig deep, find them out, he can't. Caught looking the wrong way.
Unforgivable is the only word, Harry. It is the only word. 3 players dedicated to B lane when there is no one home. This almost feels obvious that TYLOO are going for an A execute, and so Liquid have got to react.
Shadow for ultimate, but he's only landed the tag. Far from the safest pair of hands, but in this map, he's been fairly reliable. Ultimate has to connect some shots here if they try and pressure him back in the temple. At least he's kind of restricted these post plants for TYLOO, and they burn a lot of util to nullify these positions. Spam damage comes in. There's 3 low players for TYLOO in a 5v5 retake. Mercury dead, attempting to drive the knife in the back of Liquid. And so now you're pinned in, you're stuck at the site, you are fighting to your last breath.
No!
Jamyoung lines him up, knocks him down, TYLOO still in this. Nafly closing in, but time is running low. Time puts you under a lot of pressure. Him and Ultimate collect, and Liquid live to fight for one more round.
How the hell do they survive that? It's another multi from Nafly. 3 kills on that retake.
Gonna start to try and get ahead of this, sure, but hang on, that bomb's changing its mind again. They're keeping this real, say, dynamic, also a little bit twitchy in this round as they try to go back in a donut. 2 players here. And Leech can't hold the line. It's all Mercury right now.
Whoa.
Ultimate dead. Nafly moving in, and he can't find a thing. Shuey from bottom of the board. 1v3 needs to have a heroic moment if Liquid want to stay alive on their pick. And TYLOO, every reason to close this one here and now. Shuey moving in, they hear him every step of the way, and there's the swing that seals their fate. TYLOO with the win on Ancient. Mercury playing a fantastic game right now, and that has inspired the troops. They've run away. Commanding stuff from the get-go.
Every one of you. I don't care what happened in the past, this is now a new match. Let's fucking go, let's be a fucking team, okay boys? I believe in all of you.
It's trying to hype up the boys ahead of this game. Ultimate secured an opening in this pistol, takes it one step further with a second. Bomb will get planted, but Nert's here to spring the trap and leaves it just on 2. Mercury was lights out from round 1 of that last map, but here dead straight away. Convincing start in this pistol round. Ultimate and Naf creeping up on the Ivy side, and they've got attacker back turned. Maybe a bit of a gap in the comms there because Messiah was ready for that push, was trying to watch the Ivy side, and attacker just gets offered up for free.
TYLOO is slow and steady on Ancient. It looks like similar starting to train. Blocked a pop, looking to still come through here. Bit of a rush through the smoke. Ultimate playing behind it. Player does make it through with a kill. It's Jamyoung's double. Maybe not in vain. G1v1, 2 kills to his name. Where's Nerds come from, the B player?
That's just been the anti-clutcher throughout this tournament for Liquid. The guy that always puts a stop to them, and he'll do it again.
Sure. Liquid will take that.
Shuey starts this one off pretty aggressively as they walk this smoke over towards Pop. Could be that first point of contact right here. Flash through out towards main, and they try and go now. It's a tag down range for Shuey, but left blind. It takes Naf coming in to wrestle these kills back, but look at the space on Jamyoung. They give him a second to let him play, and Ultimate there to shut him down.
Good comms there to realize a player is snipped by.
3 low players for Liquid. G in the clutch. Ultimate missed shot. There's a minute left to play with. And Nerds is flanking, which could just have this dead to rights. Strong position, Nerds collects.
Okay. So the map of this series is Inferno. Liquid banning out Mirage in the final stage. Again, another comfort map, but maybe feeling somewhat freer from that Inferno that I think it was yesterday against MIBR where a lead popped off. So Attacker will take it for now. TYLOO walking to Nerds off angle.
G going first with all the util. That's rough. It won't even matter because Nerds deals with every single player that comes into his screen.
Not ready for that position.
Yeah, little off angle. Nerds has been hard to predict out here towards the halls.
TYLOO start quad B. G, one player holding the spawn. Zaya pushing to pop, denied. So Shuey 4v5s for Liquid. Let's see what this looks like now for TYLOO. They get all the room to just run and execute into this inside site. The question is, do they commit with it? Attacker and pop and Zaya and spawn gives you a way out.
Flashdown ramp. They're going into Nerds' domain. Not the guy you want to face right now, not when he's got the support of Nafly. Nerds dropping down, gonna catch G on a perfect timing, and he's just a laser beam. Could still end up being a comfortable one for Team Liquid. Nerds has been so solid here, 11-1. Naf across the series has actually been super stable as well. And even Ultimate showing up in spite of some quiet games this major. Good trades for TYLOO into this 3-on-3, but that Ultimate Orf rallies off for a kill.
Oh no.
Nerds gets cut down, rotating in, and so now it is just a Liege in the hot seat. 1v2, and the seat's hot indeed. Forces him wide into Jamyoung.
Nerds ready to jump up and get involved at this B side as well. I trust in him. He's even able to dive out. No hard, no foul.
Gone aggressive all the way up through pop. Now this does leave him fighting for his life.
I guess it counts.
A technical 1-for-1 with G landing a TK there. A little awkward. Flash in, Ultimate with the cover. And man, you know, being critical of some of his games here at the Major, but in this one, Ultimate has felt very, very safe, really, since he's gotten into the BO3. He's felt like he's had a bit of an uptick.
And he was reliable. He was someone you could depend upon in that MIBR game. He is, you know, at times a Mirage merchant, right? He's always good for a great game in a major on Mirage. But right now showing up here on Train as well. CT side, 9-2. Saved Shuey's life in this round, or at least delayed his death, but he has missed the timing as TYLOO scaled into the bomb site. 2 players made it through. They're going to flank. They're going to go right behind Liquid. They won't take the free site. They want everything.
Just don't make any noise. Keep it quiet, low and slow. 2 kills right here. Don't just take the first one for free. They fire off early, and they're going to find Nerds as well. That missed timing really comes back to hurt Liquid, and even this path of rotation, if you wanted to try, it's being considered, it's being held onto. There's no world that you can play back into this.
We'll give it a go. He's got a kit, he's got timing at least, but Ultimate is so far away. Unless kills present to Naf. Might just have to throw in the towel on this one. TYLOO looking for that 5-round-in-a-row recovery on the half. Can they keep TYLOO out? Aggressive utility towards B from both teams. It's Ultimate on the line, missed shot. Shuey, ever present, ever aggressive in the pop dog. He gets dinked, but he survives. Him and the Liege can leave. With that molly up, they should. Shuey smokes and they abandon ship as Liquid go to replenish that B bomb site. 2 players here. Nerds is 11-3. He has been a rock. TYLOO, full B execute into the stack.
down on ramp, that kind of nullifies all of these Molotovs. It forces you to play on a second timing now. Nerd's going to dodge the flashes, and I mean, you've come to expect brilliance from him in this game. He'll deliver it again.
Incredible.
So often, like lambs to the slaughter, they go to Nerds. And once more, it leaves G in a very unlikely clutch. Elige has his number here, boxes him in at pop. Naf might fall, but how much more does G have in him? 2 kills so quickly. Nerds is on for the backstab here, so you're just buying time. You believe that Nerds can secure this. The ultimate miss comes out. G with a plant. Nerds still far away from closing in. G, this was a 1v5. You are not supposed to win this, and Nerds stops him in his tracks. Trying to fight attacker here. They've got him boxed in. He's living on borrowed time, and they'll just hound him down. Mosiah with a smoke walk, gonna find one on this backstab, and now they can pick up the pace. Jam Young entries fly through aplenty. Naf and Nerds, 2 top performers for Team Liquid left in this 2v4. With the games they've been having, you'd be foolish to fully discount them. It's when Nerds falls on that smoke push that surely it's over. Naf bore down low in this skirmish. He did well to get out with a double, but it looks like this is the end of the line for Nafly.
Mercury still yet to get a frag in this T side. G AWP attempt. Smokes are on the way. Molly's making claustrophobic. Ultimate throws his AWP in upper. Kill, and it's no trade. Ultimate allowed to evade capture. Oh, good catch for G.
But I mean, really, these rounds have just come down to G and Jam Young trying to be difference makers, and one of those two is out of this final round of the half. Flash in, Naf playing a very confident game, wasn't ready for a second player. Mosiah anti. Tailoo grind out at 3-on-3, and that's what this round has been. It's what this T-side's been. You're always expecting a lot of mobility out of Nerds, so even bringing this bomb back through the halls feels so risky. You're checking everything.
So is he.
And he's going to face off against G. Has to be quick on the AWP. That is not an easy shot to hit. Nerds knocked out, and the red carpet rolled out for a B play. Backstab for Shuey. Okay. You really cannot afford to flub this one. He's got every reason to win it, but there's Mosiah on an awkward timing. Shuey caught. Final shot for G. Sails past. Ultimate given a chance to play, but 1-on-3. Odds against him. And time ticking down. Slowed by the flashes. Ultimate put down, and Tailoo shoot for 4 on the half. It's not much, but it's what they're left with. Liquid might have started strong. They now move on to the T side for their lifeline in Budapest. Yeah, they get by with a very top-heavy scoreboard right now. Nerds, Nafly, and Ultimate all hitting hard. That's got to keep up into this T side, and I mean, you would breathe so much easier if you find success in this pistol. Mercury caught on an awkward timing, gets his first kill now in this pistol, but end of the line. Nerds. Double kill and space taken. From the moment we got into the BO3s, Nerds has been determined to play a different brand of Counter-Strike. He's been way more aggressive, way more assertive, more like the Nerds of old. And with the space taken in this pistol, this should be a very tough one to give away. Ultimate with the spot. Nerds, they're teed up for him. Backs turned. Missed opportunity in with the first, but makes up for it. It just leaves G. Head on a swivel with these dual Berettas. Peaks that don't need to be given away, and time running low. Liquid walk away with a pistol round.
Jam Young barely up the ladder. Tailoo force up.
Oh.
Finishes that.
Oh my god, that's another tag from G.
He hasn't even been hit himself. Big threat on Ivy right now. Liquid just bail. Sight util coming in.
These flashes won't do a thing to attacker in this position though. He's got kills on a platter right here. The fall off, punished after one, still gets his. Messiah holding on to Naf as he tries to make his way out from Ivy. Gonna catch a man back at the site. Mercury out in the open. Two players here to try and punish Naf, and they will manage it. Backstab out from Jamyoung on his Deagle. And Ultimate bounds away, gets out of the danger, but only for a moment. Has a bomb plant available, tap on it, trying to bait the reaction, bait the peek, and TYLOO don't move a muscle. They now know it's a fake, and they're expecting a reaction here from Ultimate in this clutch. Two players hold on to this push. Ultimate should be no surviving this. First shot lands. G tries to swing out now, and Ultimate's got him. Ball rolling on this clutch. Ultimate sight wide open, and Jamyoung on the other end of the map has a lengthy rotate to begin. He's been a shot away from certain death this entire time. Can Ultimate prop up Team Liquid? Yes, he can! Roland from Poland's in the house, and Liquid lock in double digits.
Unbelievable clutch, unbelievable throw from TYLOO there. The setup is abysmal. They've not even been in this game. Liquid, speed, full blind, run and gun to Shuey. He's going to follow up as well. Trying to feel the game finally in this series.
Not even the save is guaranteed. Liquid know the value of removing this gun. It's really all they have to worry about in this next round. Shuey stands to do it with the backstab, and a big hat trick from the captain, who has had a really, really rough time at this major.
The Leech has gone under the radar in both maps of this series, but come Inferno, going to be very important he performs in the rotate position. Liquid look to lock us in 4 kills away. Almost no util remains here for TYLOO, and Nerds, who has just been the biggest nightmare for TYLOO, looks to find this entry into the B bomb site. Oh, overwhelmed.
I mean, he's not really used to his plans not working out, right? Wherever Nerds has wanted space, he's often just been able to get it. Losing him here leaves Liquid on the back foot. Shuey found as well as he tries to lurk out through Pop, leaves it just on Ultimate and Nafly. And now it's the latter walking this smoke. Plenty of eyes on it. TYLOO will get to play some gun rounds on this CT half after all.
Yeah, the risk of those early force buys.
Want to do something a bit more poppy here to Liquid. They've got flashes lined up. They stream out through Pop, and TYLOO, we're not ready for the pace of this round. G wrestling back kills with the transfer. 2-on-2 with Messiah dead. It's just on Jamyoung, and they'll chase him down. Naf there to close it. That's how you want to bounce back if you're Liquid. Commanding stuff from a trio at the heart of this team. Elige might not be there putting up big numbers, but the rest of the squad are. Naf, Nerds, Ultimate, that's been the trio for Team Liquid in this series. Running into G, teed up with a pop flash. Oh, it's a good flashbang, both blind. G, fantastic start in this pistol round, and he's gonna knock them all down. That leaves Ultimate alone. He's had a sick clutch to his name already, but this is one too far. Spotted by Mercury in with that jiggle. And G comes hunting for number 4. Ultimate will get given one for free. But how much further can he really take this? There's the spot. They know where he is now. Mercury ready to put him down. It's TYLOO securing the pistol. Dominant stuff.
They're split even across the maps. Can Liquid flip the script?
Play out towards long again. They go running into G, but this time it's not as lucrative, just the one. Ultimate's Deeg even fires off for a little bit more. So even though we've often had these conversions, this one is in jeopardy.
Brutal.
Attacker dodging flashes, offers back something. Messiah clawing it back into a 1v1. Ultimate off the bomb, gives that fight away. And it's by thin margins, skinny your teeth, TYLOO.
This CT side, 4 rifles in play. It's hardly a week by for the Chinese squad. Liquid runner, Mark right up banana.
Flash in for Jamyoung, but Natus is ahead of it.
Gotta go. Where's the smoke?
No one gets it in, and so they lose the initiative. Might be left down in the mid round now.
There's no guarantee here for Liquid. Util clears positions.
Oh, that's a crazy shot to open. Not how you want it. Lose Nerds, your top performer. Mercury farms on the remainders, and it's only ultimate left. Now he has been successful in these clutches, always down to make him interesting. Hunting Messiah at the back of the site. Deeg strikes for one. Oh, and another. Ultimate. 3 kills deep. Oh, just shy of that final killing blow. It's another swing and a miss, but boy, does he know how to make him exciting.
2 AKs this time. Liquid's first rifles of the map, and it's far from a pretty buy.
I mean, look, you're chasing the dragon right now. The idea that you can reset TYLOO very early in this game, and that's going to springboard you up, but that only comes into play if you actually do it. You have to win one of these rounds.
I just need one more kill, man.
G dead to open things up. Good pick for Nafly over towards the apartments.
But we've been here before. Smart from TYLOO to get these guns out of play. They know Liquid's economy is busted. Jamyoung too far away to get that M4 though. It's just about removing it from Liquid. Do look to pop out middle. 3-man hold here for TYLOO. Ahead
Might
of the
not be
smoke.
ready for that either, especially not with an earlier pick on a G.
It's a good setup.
They're playing ahead of this. Flash dodge. They actually try and swing out into mid, and that gives kills away.
Wow.
Mercury is a man against it all right now as Liquid set their sights on this A site. Mercury is the only bastion of resistance. Comes out with a double. In a normal round, that would be fairly solid from your A site player, but with him there alone, Jamyoung moving in on an MP9, this should be an unwinnable 1v3 clutch. Just going to look for a gun out here in mid, and with a Liege providing cover, providing overwatch, Jamyoung meant to walk to his death there.
The health will decide it at least.
Oh, a pop flash set up in a banana. They're going to try and fight this. So Liquid ready for a Hail Mary. Out of TYLOO, chasing Nerds. They bypass Shui. He's ended up between enemy lines, and Jamyoung able to keep this one even with a double kill out through banana. Liquid, they're going to try and go out through the apartments. They're going into a double setup here. Attacker dead straight away. It falls to Mercury again. They demand more from their captain. G here on a good timing at least. Gets around early. Going to try and give this a go. Walks it in. Oh, G! Beautiful transfer. That one's on rails for him.
Pick their positions and their angles. I have to catch them by surprise.
Just such a sick way to maintain this lead. Try to slow the roll of Liquid. TYLOO might have had some issues with closing out games, but they're playing a confident one right now. It's a lot about aggression. It's harassing Liquid. It's getting in their face. Again, they limit test over towards banana. See exactly what they're capable of. Jamyoung and Mosiah playing up towards the front. Re-smoke in. Shui looks like he wants to try and come through. Sent in with a flash, but that's an ugly push. One that Jamyoung thanks him for. Extends this advantage even further for TYLOO.
There's one thing TYLOO can do, it's spray transfer. We've been seeing it all series long. Jamyoung wrestles that back to keep the advantage for TYLOO. 5v3 and 3 strong in this bomb site. With an AWP to boot. Liege tries to use one. That nade might be him. As attacker dunks down. Mercury up close with the MP9. This feels as good as done here for TYLOO. Mercury's just going to swing back in, feeling confident. And further damage might force Naf to save this AWP. TYLOO up to 5 on the CT side. No safety in this save. No molly to disrupt this, so it should be a multi-kill here for Messiah.
Yeah, just hoping he can nail all these pistols, stop it ever becoming a problem. It's when they start flooding you that things could really get out of control.
TYLOO
Big
spray.
test for Nafly as well, right? Who's going to be the guy responsible for trying to get this trade. He'll do it.
Oh.
Now the pressure's on for Jamyoung as the pistols are closing in. Jamyoung dead to the ultimate orb. Naf to open. Ultimate now gets to don his weapon of choice, and TYLOO, a position they did not anticipate being in, have to come together for a retake.
Should not be this clean right now.
G's
for
low from that earlier tag as well, so Elige closing in with just a Glock in the backlines is a pretty big deal. And what a wild type of revenge this would be if G now gets Glocked in this all-important round. It's only Mercury left. 1v2. Liquid looking for a breakthrough here, and Elige provides that cover. From losing to a Glock on map 1.
Tucks in with a crossfire to the pit. Liquid, a well-placed nade, ripens this round for the taking, and there it is. Low health on these 2-8 players is a big problem.
Oh, there's G barreling through the smoke though, and this crossfire proves to be very threatening indeed. Nuts is the one ace up their sleeve. The Joker in the deck, out on long, catches one by surprise, but now is to battle forward.
Ooh.
Another for Nerds. Low health on these two side players. And Ultimate closing in on the AWP. Time's running low, time's of the essence. Missed shot from the AWP, and that seals their fate. TYLOO able to withstand that 2v5 attempt.
Yeah, nice try for Nurse, but it dies as soon as Ultimate misses that shot. TYLOO haven't really been on eco in this game. Just that one USP round early in the half as Liquid just threw themselves at TYLOO early. And still it ended, 3-0 before Liquid broke in. That's a save if you forced and then eco'd anyway. Nice shot for G. Flank for Attacker. He's not made many big moves in this match, but this is one that will not be forgotten about. Liquid, any chance of winning this round out of the window, and Attacker's got more to do before the half is over. 8-round CT side for TYLOO poises a difficult comeback to Liquid, but they've got to start somewhere. TYLOO look to eliminate Liquid in this deciding map here in Budapest.
Fighting for the final day of play.
Yeah, when TYLOO made a run.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I do it. Yeah, I do it. I want up to 50. Let's fucking go.
All right down mid, Nerds seizes the opportunity, and Elige is right by his side. That's more like it for Elige. A very quiet series here, despite reliable output in the Liquid jersey prior to today.
It's been an absolutely mad series for clutch attempts. Everyone has been down to give these unlikely rounds a go. And G is no exception to that rule. 1v5 as this pistol round begins.
Interesting that you're even talking about it, but I'm watching. They wouldn't let it happen, Liquid. A 1v5 on Inferno B site.
Oh god. It should be fine. There's
It is.
Elige playing safety net. Baited in is G.
Full eco, up mid. Made quick work of.
For the ace. And you wish they would let him have it, but... oh, actually, might have the chance to. Ultimate decides against it.
Play it smart, 30 health, let Nerds clean up. Play the economy. Apps pop, TYLOO classic. Only one flash.
Not offset by it, but unable to contain the spillover. They get through on strong trade work in spite of an Elige double. Plant found. Liquid got to weigh up if you want to give this a go. Boost up, but a missed shot from Ultimate. Coming at the worst possible time. He's had a really solid series. That kill would have been the initiator. That could have got the ball rolling instead. Retake crumbles. And Liquid head for the hills, backing away to save these guns. TYLOO, as soon as they bring the rifles out, they'll find success. One step closer to the finish line. And TYLOO are just grouping. They're playing pack roll ECS to open things up.
Explosive.
No attention at Banana. Straight out in the top mid. Elish slows them with that molly. They've extinguished it. They're coming through. TYLOO, this is a attempt at the knockout blow. Elish gonna connect one on the spam. Up through short. Naf's getting a bit ruffled down here in the pit. Fades away so he can have support from Shuey in at the site, and Elish plays this little pocket, but that will let them pass. He plays in right behind them. Elish with one. Wrestling back this round. It's all Elish. And again, they look for the B hit. Once more, Liquid stacked 3 strong on this side of the map.
They're just going to explode. This is TYLOO getting desperate, getting puggy.
In they come. Flash is good. Knocks out that CT player, but Shuey there to answer it. 2 quick kills the other way. Nerds suddenly can't play through this, and Spam connects. They needed the smoke open. I don't even know if Nerds wanted that.
Bomb has been planted.
The death ball of TYLOO finally finds success.
Shocked they win that. Shuey gets the opener, but it's 2 quick trades back from TYLOO.
And it feels like they might just swing for the fences here. Jam Young left over towards Bananas, coming back round. Mercury provides the opening, as he so often has. Does he have any more? Nafly will deal with that push up towards long. Now you look at lights up! A triple kill to keep Liquid in this! I mean, by the time they set their sights on a bomb site, you really need to be able to block. Now, Nerds is in a ballsy position here. Out towards the sandbags. If they clear him, he's dead with nothing done. No clear from TYLOO. Nerds can tear this all away right now. 1 kill found. Shuey with assistance. Molly to block and slow the roll of TYLOO, but they're coming through it. They're playing straight through this defensive util out of Liquid. And this is it. The man scramble for the B site.
Boost. No. Denied.
Ultimate 20 kills deep. 20 kills deep. Leaves it to chance on that no-scope. Nothing connects yet. Shuey round the corner. Util to displace him. Plant will be found. TYLOO. Will this be their moment? Shuey doesn't seem to think so. G on the board. I mean, this is the guy with all the fanfare. What's he gonna do on the AWP? What wild trick does G have up his sleeve? Crossing in, he'll get cancelled out. Shuey on for a hat trick here, an unlikely candidate for the multi-kill. Can they deal with Messiah? Yes, they can! Shuey steps up, Shuey delivers. He was right in his read. But now it's down to the individuals. Ultimate blind, good flash to open up. They start to break through. That's when Naf swings for the fences. Mercury dead on the long wrap. This is starting to get problematic. They're pincing now between Elish and Nafly. Shuey even here to offer up assistance. The crossfire assembled just in time for Team Liquid.
Decide to give it up. TYLOO announced presence. Will they just storm into this site?
Oh, they're playing quick all right. Jam Young in front of the pack. Elish full blind. He's the guy that's supposed to have this one on rails for Team Liquid. They team up as the 3rd piece, and TYLOO look none the wiser. G, 1v4, and the backstabbing from Nafly seals their fate. We're running it back in OT.
We keep going, don't we? Liquid from a 4v5.
I mean, you certainly see the pressure getting to TYLOO, and you see for Liquid the veterancy on some of these players shining through on the attempt at this clawback. This is a Liquid whose legacy was always about choking big leads. But this Liquid needs to have staying power if they want to survive to that next stage of the major. Fast play out into the A site. Trades go either which way, but with Shuey quelled down in the pit, TYLOO will break through. 3v2 in the post plant. There should be no way back into this for Liquid. It's a big risk to even size this one up, really. Money can be very punishing on the CT side in overtime. But they look like they want to give this a try. Bit of util lobbed in, leaving it really, really late. They're still hanging around. They're still looking interested. But if you lose everything here, it's a super costly round. Nuts wrestles a kill back, but so much time has elapsed. Surely not. Surely not. Jam Young's there to stop him.
Breathing relief here, Jam Young.
If you end up in a 2-on-3 here, you can't give that a go again.
Oh, geez, waiting. Blinded. Nuts nails the shot. It's an important flashbang for Liquid to find that 5v4. A good call here for Liquid. Nuts just putting a lot of harassment down. Bananas freed up Elige and Shui on this long side to fight together through the smoke, both spamming. TYLOO know they're walking into a trap, but they're too far committed. There is nowhere to go but forward. Smoke decides against it. Jam Young bomb in middle, dead and done. This round going nowhere for TYLOO, and any economical worries put to the wayside as Liquid draw up. Messiah creeping in.
Yeah, has a 1v1 on ultimate, but when he goes back to try and get the bomb, he's in for a shock. He's in for a really nasty surprise. He also just can't wait here forever. Not going to get that kill anyway. Ultimate switched on with his AWP. I mean, it's an attempt to use the fact that you've been playing Deathball against Liquid this entire time. You're trying to use that against them now in the final T-side round of OT. But through this smoke, into Nap, he's good for two. Elige gets back in time. Team Liquid on to win out the half.
Not yet.
Messiah reclaws one. In comes Elige, and he's going to leave it just on G. Brought down low by the molly. Will have a plant, sure, but then the challenge begins. They're closing in on him. And he's going to be flawless in every one of these fights. G shut down. Team Liquid with 2 in a row. Proven players, the likes of Elige, Nafly, Nerds, that's where they're meant to do their best work. Shui as well, even on his redemption. Oh, Jam Young bringing some heat to open up on the CT side.
And TYLOO won't slow it down.
Still, A site's under defended. Windows open for Team Liquid to move into a 4v2. It's closing quickly though, closing rapidly. Missed shot from G down here in the pit, only lands the tag. Makes up for it the second time around. G burning alive, but he's got support. Mercury with the cover. Ultimate, that molly's gonna claim G's life after the fact. Low on health, but room to get this bomb planted. You saw G in this exact same spot. Last time Ultimate was 1v3 with low health, though we all remember what happened. So a tip of the hat to him in this clutch attempt. Awkward smoke down on long, and they're not going to repeat mistakes of old. They don't give Ultimate a free fight. Bomb now planted, back turned, only the tag. But they're closing in from all sides. TYLOO keep it competitive. Tie game again at 14 all.
What that would have been if there was no missed smoke, if there was no gap there. It's never been more open.
I think the feeling of relief that 15 gives you. Oh, Mercury on that swing, supported by G.
Oh, breaks again. The dry orb fight is what G's been waiting for.
Oh,
I thought he saw
coming
Nap.
through. Nap's coming through. Oh. And that is a critical miss.
No.
G's made up for it. Down to attacker now. Swing from the pit. Support's on its way over. Support's on its way. And attacker gets him down low.
It's not great.
It's left to TYLOO's sensation. Jam Young, full health versus Nurse.
He knows.
Ready for the push on the smoke. This is exactly what Nurse would do, and he holds it. Rewarded for the patience. That clutch doesn't come through. The one thought going through your head right now is you cannot miss.
Rotate coming in. Naf says he's going to explore first.
Util rolls out. G dodges the first set of flashes, but a missed shot cost him dearly. Nerds with the opening. Now it's all eyes on Jam Young. Got to go above and beyond. They're leaving. They wanted to go and join up with Naf.
What?
Liquid. They've tried to change their mind. There wasn't a lot of time for this anyway, but they've lost the one player that had ground. A kill in the right place, and the round is yours. We're running it back in another overtime. Liquid have got to be so quick, so decisive. Ultimate with two. Plant found. A grasp of victory for Team Liquid. A desperate one, and 2 quick kills have flipped the entire script of this.
An impossibility for Team Liquid. TYLOO Cyclone tries to tear through this team, but they come up with nothing. A 6-second plant, Liquid on the line, ready to lock in the series victory. Messiah, it's too much. It's too much for one man, and Team Liquid take it over the line. 16-14, third map, devastating close for Tailoo, and Team Liquid survive.
Nothing is gonna hurt like that.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale.